comes to logging, it's not if you get hurt, it's when you get hurt and how bad. You know, I mean, it's going to happen generally. I've had my ribs broke, I've been stoved up so bad you had to take some days off, and that's out of your pocket. You can be as safe as you can be, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to be hit with something that you ain't even been cutting in that area because you're not looking for it. The safety of being in a cab versus on the ground cutting, major difference. This is a whole different setup completely. You know, it's not like falling trees and you're standing on the ground just wondering.
This project stands to revolutionize the way timber harvesting is done in all of Appalachia. Anywhere there's steep terrain logging, this project has the potential to change the way it's done everywhere.
Six years I was in coal mines, other than that, logging. Logging and coal mines, that's about the only thing there is, and especially southern West Virginia.
Logging in the region has danced around the capital-intensive nature by relying on a large pool of poorly equipped contractors who compete against each other to keep logging rates down. They've gotten their wood delivered still, but essentially the loggers have really competed with themselves to keep things the way they are. And it's not to blame the loggers by any means for the way that things are. They're a product of the market environment. I think what the real game changer is the company crew concept to share the risk by coming together as a team that enables a project like this to get off the ground. I mean, I would have loved to have done this 10 years ago, but I couldn't do it on my own. You know, when you go to a mill and say, I want $4 million to set up the awesomest logging crew out there, and they're like, well, that's a great idea, but you know, our accountants and CEO are never going to agree. We want to be able to turn you on and off.
It's hard to make that leap without just sticking your neck out on the line, and nobody wants to do that.
With this commitment and this financing, with New Markets tax credits, we can be the beacon. It's the first crew, you know, east of the Mississippi to try this.
Lyme Timber Company knew that on behalf of their investors, we didn't want to tolerate the standard practices of the region. What we do is important because we are providing a renewable resource to the global market, a product that is demanded by the people in a manner that protects the environment and protects worker safety. The very nature of sustainability is that we're doing this without affecting the ability to reproduce the same product again and again and again.
The Mountaineer Mechanized project solves a lot of challenges for the land managers. It allows us in the wetter times of year to be able to guarantee our customers that we will have supply for their manufacturing facilities. So the sawmills, the paper mills, with this new logging technology, we can guarantee that we will have the inventory to supply them, keep them going in the winter time when a lot of other companies in our industry are really slowed down due to weather.
Coal mining is a main industry here. We've had a lot of problems and we've had a lot of ups and downs. I'd like to see more like Mountaineer Mechanized and Lyme TM has brought to southern West Virginia. I'd like to see that continue on.
Coal's been king in West Virginia for over 100 years now, and as the economy slowly moves away from fossil fuels, there's just not much alternative other than natural resources in West Virginia. So with this mechanized crew that Lyme Timber Company's been able to help finance with the help of New Markets tax credits, it's really brought some good job opportunities to some of the old coal miners that's been laid off, and been able to hire some of them and put them back to work with good high-paying jobs and benefits, which is unheard of in the logging industry in southern West Virginia.
It takes courage to innovate, and it takes someone to be willing to expose themselves to risk. My hope for the future of forest practices is an expectation for environmental protections and worker safety and sustainability of resource management. Ultimately, we need to be taking care of the land for the future.